Well, hello, my name is Mike Stewart, and I'm running for State Senate in Tacoma's 27th District. Now, another name that I have is Machi Man's dad. And Machi Man is my dog. He's a Shiba, and he's just a cool customer. But the issue that we're covering today is dog registry rights. And the reason that this idea ended up making our list of issues is because in a lot of ways, people's dogs have become family. And, obviously dogs aren't people, but dogs aren't just dogs anymore. And I understand there's cat people and, giraffe people and all this kind of stuff, but I'm just going to focus on dogs because I'm a dog person. And it's my issue. But, with dogs, I'm a believer that there are going to be multiple lists next, right? There's going to be one list of just the basic requirement, of a county license, which is where we are today. And then I think there's going to become another list. And to get your dog on that list, it's going to require some type of fee. Maybe it's, a direct fee from some and some type of public-private hybrid where we can, subsidize costs so other people can get their loved dogs on that list too. But you just got to believe, like anyone with a dog who wants on that list, for the most part, we'll get you on that list. But you got to treat your dogs right. You got to take care of them. It also involves a concept of looking at a state-operated animal hospital, a dog hospital that operates, small little satellites around. And, I know this isn't mainstream thought yet, but I believe in the future when, you want to get your dog to the vet, you're going to call a drone, you're going to call an emergency drone to come get it and transport it. I know we're all not thinking like that yet. And we're still a few years away from that, but it's not nearly as many as it used to be. But, in the meantime, even if it's you, driving, I just think dogs are going to become such more part of ourselves going forward because, when you look today in society about what it costs to have a kid and, what it costs to get married and stuff, there are going to be more single people with dogs going forward than there's ever been. And it's a real group of people. And even if it's a family with a dog, even if it's it doesn't matter. You got to be a legal person. I can't say an alien with a dog. Any legal voter with a dog, this is a program that, we want to be able to reach you with. Because we want to help better take care of our dogs going forward. And we want to better look after their health and their well-being. Because your dog's health and well-being is your health and well-being as a dog owner. And I know a lot of people don't necessarily get that who have kids, but a lot of people aren't on that path just because they don't want to be on that path, not because they can't be on that path. It ain't that hard. But with dogs, it's something special because that bond it's not breakable. You can hear Machi barking now, and maybe it is breakable. Mach, hey Magoo, no buddy. But yeah, so with our dogs, we just want them to be. We want them to be cared for. We want them to be protected going forward. We want them to be loved. And the state can be loved as much as the state is, carrot and stick. It's not all bad stuff. And so long as people make it clear where we want progress, the cost to help some of this stuff is the price of one new freeway off-ramp, right? It's not and plus if we can figure out how to create these partnerships with people in the state to fund some of this stuff, because something when it comes to people's animals, they're willing to help. We look at Oregon. We look at Washington State with one of the leading veterinarian programs. We look at University of Washington with one of the leading construction management programs. Can we bring these people together to help create, solutions in new ways for these dogs? Because there's too many dog issues. One of them I'll get into later, and then this is the one we're talking about now. But I just think that we can reimagine what, the costs involved with the dogs. Because when you add up all the costs of a dog, it's quite a bit, between food and this and that, and in Machi's case, he goes doggy daycare once a week just so his dad can actually get some stuff done. but yeah, there's always, and then it's going to the dog park and the time and just everything. But it's time that we choose as dog owners, and it makes us happy. And our little dogs, they're good for us. And they're good for our psyche and they're good for our health. And we want that to be the case. We want people to have that kind of relief and that endorphin release. Because it's good to be happy and it's good to be healthy. And dogs they're always happy to see you when you walk through the door. You know, like they're never mad at you. Like they're always happy to see you. And that's a great thing because not everyone is in this world. And so I just think there's more we can do to help kind of take care of them, like just like they take care of us. And you know, this is kind of like a frontside registry, and then the other dog issue I have is more of a backside solution. But you know, on this registry, you know, we want the dogs to know that there's always emergency care, you know, available through some type of state hospital, state veterinarian hospital. And we want people to know, you know, there's always a way to get dog food, you know, even if you're on hard times. And, you know, we want people to know that there's always a way to get your pet spayed and neutered, you know, even if you can't figure out how. But one of the things that we need to do, and I think is in that larger state communication, is how do we better communicate what's available to you, where and when. And that, I think that's just such a big thing on the state's plate of what we can do better. It's, you know, look, we create tons and tons of programs in all these different directions, and then there's all this stuff happening with nonprofits and for-profits and like society. Like it's not about government and then nonprofit and for-profit. It's like, it's the whole. And so we need to reimagine how we communicate that. But no matter what, at the end of the day, whether you're government, nonprofit, for-profit, you know, whatever, we all love our dogs. And so I think it's time to kind of support a more formalized dog registry. And, you know, they are more and more like family, and they're less and less like a mascot or a pet. So I hope y'all will kind of hop on board with me on this one and, you know, keep our little men happy. On that note, we're going to wrap up this issue. So back at you soon.